First off, I have to say that this episode and this arc in general is just impressing me. Not because I know what's going to happen and how epic it is. It's just sticking to the source material. Like it's supposed to. Not any of this Akame got killed, Tokyo Ghoul, varying like filler content crap. This is exactly what I read and how I imagined it to look whenever it got animated, because the novel doesn't have that many images like manga does. But it's just so amazing how this episode is exactly what I thought it would be. As a matter of fact, it's better, man. Just the music and seeing Kirito just turn around that peace sign, seeing him go in and say that your magic does not hold a candle to the bullets that I've chopped in half. And oh my god, everything about this episode was just amazing. I fangirled everywhere. And Yuuki, when she was fighting all of those people, smiling, that just reminded me of the Madara Uchiha scene in Naruto when he just obliterated everyone and did not get touched one time. That scene with Asuna rushing through everybody like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog, the animation, oh my god, bruh. This episode was amazing, and Kirito is such an awesome boyfriend, to his girl. He defended them from the reinforcements and already had food on the table when they got back after. I think he already knew that they were going to win. Just his face when they walked in. This dude went out in an explosion. He probably respawned and immediately got the food right in and there, because he knows how serious Asuna can get, and he seems to understand Yuki's secret, which we still don't know yet. For those of you dying to figure out what her secret is, all I'm going to say is that next episode, if things go how I believe they're going to go, next episode is going to be the time when we find out, but please keep the spoilers out the comments, because I had to block someone because they kept spamming the same thing over and over and over, and I really want everyone to just feel the legit, like straight up reaction of, wow, this is Yuki's secret. This is the Sleeping Knight's secret. And the boss fight was epic, although I don't usually like seeing Asuna playing the healer and support role, because, as we've seen in this episode, you just cannot beat seeing her rushing in and taking off with the sword. But Yuki, she totally handled that part in the boss fight, because she just looked like a female Kirito going in and screaming on top of her lungs. And just the seriousness on her face, the smiling that she was doing on the outside when she was fighting those guys, and when she said it's not fair they're healing. You could tell she's kind of joking and lighthearted, but when the boss time came, she got, the seriousness in her eyes when she took that dude out was just amazing. So they defeated the boss together, but the main thing I want to talk about is when Asuna invited everyone back to her home, the silent moment, all the sleeping knights putting their heads down for a second, and that scene where she even asked, can she join the sleeping knights, and everybody got silent yet again. Fuck, man, I just cannot wait for next episode. I cannot wait for episode 24, but what do you guys think is going on with that? Why would they have to be disbanded maybe before the spring? Why do you guys think there's so much emphasis on this spring thing? Because it was mentioned before they want to take out the bosses before spring. They're going to be disbanded before spring. Yuki's looking sad whenever Asuna asks about her, pretty much, and fuck, man, it's going to be such an amazing arc. This episode was also hilarious, too. We got my boy Klein coming in from the back, just taking out mofos left and right. We got Yuki telling a story about how her and the other girl, I forget her name, I'm sorry, were in an insect game, and she was a caterpillar. That scene was hilarious, and Yuki is so sweet. Her voice is so soft. She even slips up and calls Asuna sis twice. The first time, she obviously didn't notice. The second time, she didn't either until Asuna brought it to her attention, and she just immediately burst into tears and logged out. Tell me what you guys think is going on with that. The word sis must mean something very important to Yuki if she called her that twice without even knowing it, and as soon as she found out, she just ran away. But I am so happy that Yuki and everyone else, the entirety of Sleeping Knights, and Asuna's name is on that wall now, because they deserve it, man. They worked the hardest to defeat this boss out of anybody. And also, if they really do disband, then their names will be there forever for everyone to remember and see whenever someone logs in and goes to that memorial. But other than that, there's really not that much to talk about this episode. We got like more hints that Yuki's secret is a very dark and sad one, and they defeated the boss, and a lot of epic stuff happened with Kirito, Yuuki, Asuna, the Sleeping Knights in their entirety. This episode was awesome, but we did not find out what Yuki's secret is and why they want to defeat these bosses, etc., etc. But we will get that, don't worry. But I mean, this episode was just amazing. It was beautiful. But anywho, tell me what you guys think her secret is down below. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.